What do you think has changed for you the most since you started at university?
I think I've realized that like nothing is going to stay the same. And it's a very difficult thing to actually cope with, uncertainty. There's always this illusion of control. But in reality, we aren't in control of many things. And it's a very difficult thing to grapple with, and I'm still grappling with it. I think if university has taught me one thing and coronavirus taught me one thing is like, you have to be resilient enough to be prepared for anything. And so much so that controlling a situation perhaps is just an illusion. All you can do is work from your best. Like, you need to have your best interests, of course. And you need to be resourceful in the skills you have, but I don't think control is something we should be chasing. It's about accepting and sometimes even letting go. And I think I've realized that that's so important as an entrepreneur as well. Just, sometimes when you work so hard and you don't get something, and it sucks, but if you keep brooding over it, can you move on to the next thing? Perhaps not. And it's so hard to kind of, grapple with this and dealing with this uncertainty for me even currently. But, that's one thing that's kind of changed is being aware that this is true. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and control is more or less an illusion.
Yeah, I completely see that. I think a lot of people go into uni or even workplaces and they feel like you have complete control, or at least, some degree of control over at least what you do in yourself. And yeah, I completely agree, especially with COVID, how it's like all of that, all of what you thought you had, you really don't. You really are just at the peril of the global, macro circumstances.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think resilience is super important. That's something that I've tried to work on a lot in the last few months because of these lockdowns. Just like, how can I get back up? It's all good and well to go through things or to be on top here and there, but how can you recover, from that loss? How can you adapt to the changing times?
If I pose that question back to you, what would you say your answer is?
To me, I think what's changed me the most is more so my mindset in terms of what do I want to get out of it. I think when I started uni in the first place, or even before university, I really enjoyed maths and physics at school. And I just thought, okay, I like maths, I like physics, let me do engineering. But had I thought about it a bit more, maybe with a gap year, maybe if I was a bit older, I would have realized that university in a nutshell is a means to an end. You're kind of just there to get a job or to meet the person that will get you a job, or to have the space to work on your own projects. But it's fundamentally a stepping stone towards, your greater career, your greater life outside of university. Had I sat down and really thought about it beforehand, I don't think I would have gone to uni. I don't think I needed to be at Bristol. I don't think I need an engineering master's to do what I want to do in the future, which is strongly based around tech, strongly based around helping people, which of course I can do. There are several ways to do that, but whether or not I needed to be here, that's changed the most for me. Just my mindset in terms of what I want to get out of it and my approach to, I guess, longevity, to sustainable future, where it's not necessarily about, having a great degree, a great master's, a great network, as much as it's about knowing what I want and being happy and having the means, having the financial support and stability to maintain my level of life or to help the people I need to help. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it in depth. I think it's difficult because I'm only still in second year, so I have a lot of experience to go. But I'm very much in a case of, how important is not just university, but any individual stage of life. And similar to how you're talking about tech and, scaling and refining your process to better improve your community, I've got a similar mindset with my own life. Like, how can I take out this and that, or, who am I cutting off next to make sure that I'm just at peak happiness and peak life enjoyment?
Wow. Yeah. Love that answer, man.
Yeah, I'll try. I've had 20 episodes to refine that. So
nice.